Hello everyone, I'm Ling Yu, the Technical Product Manager for Photo AI, and today I'd like to show you all the features that are in the Photo AI 3.3.0 update, which has our most impressive sharpening model yet and other great features as well. Today I'm going to cover the new Super Focus model, the Recover Faces Generation 2 model, improved autopilot strengths for denoise and sharpen, major color accuracy improvements for Nikon and Sony RAW files, and Photo AI Pro. First, let's talk about Super Focus. This is the most powerful sharpening model we have ever created, able to fix very blurry images that other sharpening tools cannot fix and create very natural sharpening results. It's a great way to recover important images that you don't have another chance to capture. Here I have an image of a dog that I've processed, and if we go into comparison view, I can show you the before and after. On the left is the before and on the right is the after. You'll see that this image on the left is basically unusable, very blurry, and then after processing, the detail is much better. I'd be happy with this version on the right, whereas I could not use this version on the left at all. Now I'll show you how to use it. So when you open your image in Photo AI, you click on the Super Focus button on the top right to enter the tool. Once you're in the tool, you have all the controls for Super Focus, including sharpen strength, focus boost, and preview controls. I recommend the following workflow. Once you get into Super Focus, you'll want to set your sharpen strength to high and focus boost to none. You'll test out a section of the image with the quick preview, and you can control quick preview size down here. Once you let that render, you can check the results and see how it looks. If it looks sharp enough or over or maybe too sharp, then you can decrease sharpen strength to medium or low. If it doesn't look like it's sharpened enough, then you go into focus boost and you select minor if you think only a little bit more strength is needed, or major if you think that more sharpening is needed. So here I'm zooming in. I can see that it sharpened some of the image, but still not quite as sharp as I would want. In this case, I'll select the minor focus boost and then try again. And then after that renders, I'll make a decision on what my final settings are going to be. Once you see a result that you like, you can then click the render button, which is going to process the entire image using the settings that you've selected. So here I'm going to look at the preview. I think this is a good result, maybe a little bit too sharp, so I would actually bump down the sharpen strength to medium, and then I would process the entire image. Now, just like the other sharpening tools, Super Focus also has selection. Here I've already processed my entire image using Super Focus with the medium sharpen strength and minor focus boost. You can see I'm looking at the results, and in this case, the background was maybe over-processed and parts of the dog's fur don't look as natural as I'd like. With this result, I'm actually going to go in and adjust the selection. So if I go into Super Focus, you'll see a Edit Selection tab, and in here, everything is selected right now. If I only want to focus on the dog and leave the background blurry, then I can go into here and change the selection to subject. I noticed that there were some artifacts with the fur past the collar, so I'm going to remove those sections from my processing, try to get a better result. Now, if you've already rendered the Super Focus, changing the selection does not require more processing. In fact, once I go into Edit Selection on an already processed Super Focus and I change the selection, I can just click Apply and it'll happen automatically. Now, from this point, I may want to sharpen this section so it matches the image a little bit better, the rest of the image a little bit better, but I'm quite happy with this result. Note that if I want to render the entire image, I can simply pick all my settings here, click Render, and I will see an ETA as the computer starts a process and it tells me when it's expected to finish. The super focus model requires a lot of processing and is more demanding than other AI models in Photo AI, so you should expect a longer processing time for this specific model. In this version, we've also updated the location of the Remove tool. It is now on the top right next to the Super Focus button. Clicking on Remove Object will take you into the Remove tool workspace, where you can, as you did previously, select the area of the image you want to remove and click Save Changes after you're done processing. We find that these tools both feel different as they use generative AI, so we're placing them together. And we have more improvements to come for the Remove tool. Next, I want to talk about Recover Faces Generation 2. Recover Faces receives an updated model which dramatically improves face quality. This new model creates faces at twice the resolution of the Generation 1 model, doubling the pixels in the face. It comes with two modes. The realistic mode preserves details in the original face while increasing face quality. You can see the original here and the output here. This mode is best for faces that are medium or high quality to avoid changing the face too much. The creative mode is best for low quality faces that are missing detail, creating a high quality face that is less accurate to the original. By default, Autopilot will now pick Generation 2 model automatically for improved results on all faces. So you don't have to do anything, this will happen by default. Next, we've improved Autopilot based on personalizations. So when we introduced personalizations for denoise and sharpen, we were also able to learn from your editing preferences. Based on those learnings, we updated both denoise and sharpen default strengths for all models to better match the results that you want. Hopefully this means that you spend less time changing settings in Photo AI, and the original settings that Autopilot gives you are correct the first time around. Then you can quickly process and move on to the next step of your editing. If you want to try these new settings and you already have personalizations, you can go into the Preferences menu, go to Personalizations, and click on Reset Learning in order to make sure that you're using the updated version of personalizations. I'm also very happy to introduce a major update to color accuracy for Nikon and Sony cameras. Just like with Canon RAW files in the previous updates, Nikon and Sony RAW files will now display with the correct camera profile in Photo AI. Here you can see I have an NEF loaded into the app, and it's detected to have a camera standard profile which was applied to this image. If we compare that to the previous version without this feature, you'll notice that the colors here are much duller. It doesn't have the same vibrancy, doesn't have the same pop that the camera profile applied version does. So this is the previous version, and this is the current version. Now I'd like to show you the color updates for Sony files. Here I have an ARW RAW imported into Photo AI on the latest version, and here's what it looks like in the previous version. You'll notice that the colors are similar to Nikon, much more dull in the previous version, and they are vibrant and accurate in the latest version. Overall, the color for these files will be closer to what you see in other photo applications like Lightroom and Capture One. Finally, this version of Photo AI follows in the footsteps of Video AI and Gigapixel. Introducing Photo AI Pro. The Pro version of the application is for businesses with over $1 million per year in revenue and comes with seat management to easily share Photo AI across teams. To use a Pro license once it's activated, simply log into Photo AI with your Topaz Labs account and select the Pro license as I just did there. You can purchase Photo AI Pro directly from the website. For any questions or more information, contact enterprise@topazlabs.com. Again, that's enterprise@topazlabs.com. That's all for this update. Thanks for tuning in and happy editing.